Brian, why don't you tell us about Aon Terrell, the cornerback from Clemson?
Yeah, this is one of the an interesting. Here I am, the interesting guy. I just kind of killed myself for that. Brother of AJ Terrell from the Atlanta Falcons, who there was some talk that maybe the Cowboys back in the day were interested. He went right before CeeDee Lamb in that draft, and so there was some talk of whether the Cowboys would draft his brother, AJ, and his brother has turned out to be a pretty darn good player for the Falcons. But Avieon, he'll line up at left and right corner for Clemson. He's 5'11", he's 180. Okay, now we had Zach Wolchuk yesterday. He says, give me the smaller cornerback guy.
See, I don't mind the short, thicker, long arm dude.
So you want you don't mind the 5'10", but you better be like 190.
Be kind of swole and scrappy.
You don't need to be 180.
He's a little slim. He's a little slim for me. But I'll let you go ahead, finish.
Okay, no, but he was arguing yesterday on the stack about the smaller corner.
Shouts out to Zach Wolchuk. But
you respectfully disagree?
Yeah, but go ahead, please. I just want to hear.
No, I want to hear what you want to say about the short corners. Or the slightly built corner.
If you're short, got long arms, and you kind of swollen, you can run good, you can turn good, I can live with that. I don't want you to be slim.
Yeah.
I don't want you to.
You don't want to be 5'10" and 180. That doesn't do it for you.
Emmanuel Forbes.
Man,
I don't care how many interceptions you got, dog. You slim. You slim. And wide receiver, he got to the lead. Wide receiver started pushing his ass around.
Yeah,
bro,
okay.
That's how I go. But
I stand duly noted. Duly noted.
Fair enough.
The senator from Mississippi has spoken. I stand duly noted here. But this guy will line up at left and right corner for you. He'll play in the slot. As VOCH and I just talked, he is not the biggest guy. But he doesn't take anything off anybody. You know what I'm saying? This guy, you watch him play. I watched my alma mater play against him. I watched SMU play against him. And he is super competitive, and I think he's tough about the way he goes about his job. He is a true junior who's played a ton of snaps for the Tigers. You could tell he's athletic right off the jump. His movement skills, his quickness is exceptional. He's smooth. He can flip his hips with ease. I think he could stay connected with no matter what the situation is. He breaks on the ball quickly. I don't see a guesser here. Sometimes with these smaller guys, you might see a little bit of a guesser. But he does a really good job of playing with his eyes. When he sees it, I think he's on it. The ball skills, the track. He puts himself in position to make plays. He brings the physicality to the run game despite his size. He's one of those players who has a feel for how to create turnovers, too, when you watch me. So he's always punching at the ball, but he's not doing it in a way where he's punching and then the guy runs another 12 yards because he missed the punch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's trying to punch the ball, rip it loose. I think this is a guy that plays much bigger than his size. There was a lot of the same questions about his brother in 2019. He's developed into, I think, an outstanding player. I would think a scheme where he could play man coverage and line up in the slot. I think those are the two things. I do love his toughness. I do love his compete. You do have to know about his lack of bulk, but I don't think that's always going to affect him the way that he plays.
Yeah, press man can run a little bit. Want to see what he really runs. Can turn really well.
Yeah.
Great hips. Fights for the football. Tackler. Ball skills, like you said. Played in the slot sometimes. I wanted to see him play a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Because I think that's why that might be where he ended up. Being. He might be one of those guys. I got size ? You says he's not a guesser. I do think he'll gamble though.
Okay.
I do think he'll kind of see something and get a feel for it and get over there quicker, right?
Sure.
That could just be
so
instincts.
dropping coverage, instinct. Sure. Yeah, exactly.
And look, that could just be instincts, right? But there's a thin line between instincts and gambling.
Yeah.
But I think either way, it hasn't really burned him in that way, right? He always seems to be like right up on it. I like him, man. And if you're gonna be like a smaller guy, I want you to be a little more feisty and aggressive.
Yeah.
And I think we just talking about Dallas right now. I think. Or just any team. If you're a team that wants like a nickel dude that's going to be closer to the box or whatever, you want a guy that's going to come up and tackle and be feisty. I think that's who he is. I think if it was me, I think I would have him playing in the nickel most of the time, but he has flexibility to play outside as well.
Right.
I got a second round grade on him. He's my corner 4 right now.
So you have 3 corners in the first round, right?
I got 2 corners in the first round. I got 2 in the second.
Okay.
And he's my 4th corner.
I got him as the 4th corner, my last corner in the first round.
Okay.
So he's my last guy. I have the South Carolina kid above him.
South Carolina.
CC.
Haven't watched him yet.
Yeah,
I got to make sure I don't call him something else. But
yeah, no, you'll get to. Yeah, it's he's a good player. But I have him. He's probably going to go. I think your second round assessment is fair. I think the thing that you've taught us early also too that we need to be aware about is these corners tend to slide, and I wonder if we're in a situation, VOCH, where all of a sudden a 180-pound corner. Please don't come in there and weigh 175. Yeah, don't weigh that. Please don't get to the combine and weigh 175 or something. Please, if anything, be 185 if you can. But I have him as the 4th corner, my last corner in the first round.
I'm gonna add Colton Hood to our Friday list. Where you got him at?
I got Colton Hood. He's the first player, so he would be player number 5 on my board.
Second round.
On the second round, yeah, he would be the first name. People might prefer him over Terrell because of a bigger player, you know. But I tell you what, the thing about Hood, the thing with Hood that's interesting is that you talk about a guy that kind of plays freelance.
Yep.
He's a very much a freelance, so we're kind of like, I'm going to kind of float, I'm kind of do what I need to do kind of a guy. But man, he is a good player.
Colton Hood, he shoots on these routes, man. He drives on the damn route. We're gonna talk about Colton Friday. I just hit the Crown Global Work group chat.